about today. You're an Ayurvedic doctor.
Yes.
And you specialise in working with ladies who have a challenge to get pregnant.
Yes.
Can you share with us an example of someone that's been trying for X amount of time and what the result was?
So this we are talking about before somebody wants to conceive. So we're
Yes.
talking about few months, maybe
Yes.
about a year or so in advance.
Yes.
Because that's what I recommend for people to really prepare themselves.
Yes.
So for example, one of my patients who came to me, we were discussing about, so she was going through IVF journey, and we were discussing, okay, because I take all the family history, what has been going on in the past.
Yes.
And she said that when she was about 8-9 years old, her mum conceived but lost that baby. And she had that idea as a 9-10-year-old girl that maybe I'll never able to have children. And guess what? She hasn't got kids yet.
Yes.
So we spoke about that little. So that kind of example where our ideas, our beliefs, what we call beliefs, or some kind of that negative thought, which deep down somewhere sticks with us.
Yeah.
And we are not able to clear that, and we almost forget, because 90% of our mind is subconscious.
Yes.
So it just is left out there. It will only come out when they are doing treatments or they are doing some work to get pregnant, and they realize that something is blocking. Yeah, everything is right. Eggs are right. Sperms are right. Diet is perfect. What is going on? Why
Yes.
can't we conceive? Everything seems to be fine.
Yes.
So then you start to look at the belief patterns.
Yes.
And that could be one reason.
Yeah.
That her belief about herself, that okay, because she saw her mum lost a baby, then she has taken that idea on.
Yes.
So similarly, you must have seen
Yes.
somebody in your
A
experience.
belief stems from an experience, as you've explained in your case.
Yeah.
And that is then like a seed that's put into the ground and watered with fear and doubt until it grows into a fully fledged great big tree, just like an acorn becomes a huge oak tree. And then, as you say, people don't understand why their intention of becoming pregnant, there seems to be a roadblock in the way.
Yeah.
And your work on a medical Ayurvedic way and my work to discover the root core of what the roadblock is and to remove it for once and for all from the soul records really shifts everything and results in that person becoming pregnant.
So what would you have suggested to, for example, this patient of mine?
I would have done an ancestral healing, and I would have used my expertise using my charts and my dowsing crystal to connect with her higher consciousness and discover in her soul records what was it that was going on and when did that occur, present life or indeed even past lives. I've worked with ladies that haven't even been here in the energy studio, and they've been in Cyprus, for example, and they haven't been able to get pregnant, and I've cleared their stuff, sent them a report via email. Then their consciousness is aware of, oh, that's why that was happening, oh, I understand that now, and it's replaced with positive energy and understanding, and then they go forward, and then a few weeks, months later, I hear back from them that they are then pregnant. So yeah, it's all very, very interesting and fascinating.
So that's interesting about the past life work that also needs doing for them to release from that hook or that attachment.
Yes, it can be a past life where the energies have made a huge imprint. When you think of when you step on the sand and your foot makes that imprint, when something has been very, very traumatic or painful or upsetting, it makes an imprint deep within that we aren't consciously even aware about it. And once that's released, it shifts the energy back into balance and you're back on your aligned path to go forward.
Right.
So it's when somebody feels, oh, this isn't quite right, I'm not quite getting or achieving what I'm setting out for, that we then look at it and think, well, what's the root core of this?
So, for example, in Ayurveda or with my work, I tell patients, so that's part of my message out to everybody, is to prepare your body 6 months to 1 year in advance.
Yes.
Yeah. So, what sort of time scale would you say, or is there a time scale when you say, okay, for somebody who wants to get pregnant, say in 6 months, 6 years,
I think with
time.
your work, your knowledge with nutrition is to guide people to prepare their body. They already know they want to become pregnant. My work is when people have been trying for a very, very, very long time,
Right.
and they've been to maybe the normal medical route, or hospital or consultant, and it's still not happening, and then they're going to seek me out to say, we've tried this and we've tried that and we don't know what else to try. What's the core root? What's going on here? And that's why I've called myself the Rootmaster, because I go to the root. So coming back to Ayurveda, if somebody intends to get pregnant, what foods should they be avoiding?
Avoiding, I would say, rather eating. So they should eat what Ayurveda says, what is good for their constitution.
Yeah.
So everybody's preference will be different. So we can't just label that this is a good food or a bad food, but whatever is suitable to somebody's body type. So if somebody is a Kapha type, by Kapha we mean phlegmatic, heavier, slower, earthy types. So if they're eating a lot of cheese and butter and bread, they're going to feel more heavier. So there will be weight issues as well.
Yeah.
So then we recommend the opposite diet, which is lighter diet, fresher diet, more greens and vegetables. So it depends really. That's why I take long diet history for everyone to tell me what are the foods they're eating, what times of the foods, what time of the day they're eating food, because there's a number of factors that will affect them in terms of what they're taking, not just the food only itself. So yes, but they should get that assessment well in advance.
Yes.
So before they actually, I know that you're saying with your work, people will try for 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, and then once they are stuck, they will probably seek out your advice. But I would say, why don't people just start from you, start from me? You know, they do that work beforehand.
Yes.
Which is also part of our education to people, you know, that to seek out and just go and see your Rootmaster beforehand, and just to check that your energy levels.
Yeah, that would be ideal, and hopefully in the future people will be much more aware of becoming aligned and becoming whole before going forward. But right now it seems to be their last resort, and that's fine.
That's okay.
But with you, anybody watching the video today, if you are hoping to become pregnant and you want to prepare your body, contact Ashish, and your website is?
It's www.ashishveda.uk. So yeah, we are hoping to see, or you have a patient and I have a patient where there is that part missing.
Yes, so we're definitely collaborating, and that would be of benefit to anybody that wants to put themselves back on track.
Yeah.
So if you wish to work on getting yourself, as I say, whole, and filling any gaps that there might be, I always say it's like a melon, and there's kind of lumps missing from that melon, and it might be from experiences present or past, and we get back the positive and put it back in, so we let go of all the negatives and bring in all the positives, and then you're completely balanced and whole before becoming a mother or a father, or indeed an entrepreneur or a successful business person, whatever it is that you're setting out to be, or indeed a mother and a business person. We're now in the 21st century, and I know from many women that I work with, you want to have both, and why not? But there has to be balance, or there is burnout, and that's another reason why many people seek me out when they're already burnt out. So it's best to see me before that actually happens. So thank you for watching. This is Dr. Ashish Paul, and I am the Rootmaster, Heather Prince. Thank you for listening.
Thank you.